Hi friends, so we are out here with my hens, my ladies. As you can see, my coop is a mess, okay? I have not cleaned it in quite a while, but it is time. The weather is starting to shift and now some of my hens have started to lay again, so it's time to get it all cleaned up. I bought some shavings, I bought a nest box, and let's get to it. Okay friends, so we are ready to go. I've got my scissors because I have a tarp that I have been using to keep the chickens warmer. We've had some pretty cold weather and I had some that weren't quite a year old yet, and I just wanted to make sure that nobody got any frostbite or anything like that. So instead of putting a heat lamp in there, I tarped over their enclosure. So we're gonna cut that off because it is now warm enough too. Now I need to go locate a shovel because I forgot about that. This is so bad, guys. Please don't judge me on how bad my chicken coop is. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is add in some diatomaceous earth. If you've never used this before for pest control, it is absolutely wonderful. Basically, the little bugs walk through it and the diatomaceous earth will cut through their outer shell and their skin and ultimately kill them. But it does no harm to the chickens or to any of these other animals. So the next step is to go use this in the garden. Alright friends, so we have our poop in the garden. I'm gonna have my 18-year-old son come out and rake that around, and then it will be tilled in with this year's garden. Let's go inside and talk about eggs. All right, friends, let's quickly talk about eggs and what my experience has been switching from the Tractor Supply feed to a feed from an actual local grain mill. So the Tractor Supply feed, I have been using that for a couple years now because it is local to us. The local feed mill is actually like an hour and a half away from us. So that just kind of wasn't really an option. I only have 9 hens, and so to drive an hour and a half for 2 bags of feed is just kind of silly. And it's just not cost effective. So I have a friend who actually runs a farm, and she offered to grab me 2 bags from the grain mill when she goes to get her livestock feed. And this was right at the time, it was right at the end of January, so right as everything was coming out about the Tractor Supply feed being messed with to where layers are not laying anymore. And so after changing feed, it is now February 20th, so it has been 3 weeks, roughly 3 weeks. I have not only gotten double the amount of eggs we were getting, I was only having one that was laying every now and then, every couple of days, but now I'm getting 4, and one of my hens has never laid before for me. In 2020, I got a flock from somebody who was giving away their chickens. So I have no idea how old she actually was, but when we moved her here, she never laid for me. And I know this because we got an olive egg color when she did start laying last week, and I was like, oh my goodness, who laid this? And I had to take like a picture of all my hens and send it to my friend and be like, who did this? Because I didn't even know I had somebody that was an olive egger mix or breed. So that has been my experience from switching from the Tractor Supply feed to a local feed. Egg production has doubled, and I expect for my chicks that I bought last year to now start laying as well. So we should be getting about 8 eggs a day out of 9 hens. So like I said, there's 3 hens that I have that I don't know how old they are. They are from that original flock. And then everybody else I know is a year or a year and a half old. So that has been my experience. If you have recently changed feeds, I would love to know in the comment section below what your experience has been, and let me know your thoughts, if you think it's all hocus pocus or if changing feeds is worth it for you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!